Hey guys, so another video. This one we're actually looking at advertising and marketing based businesses. This one here is Facebook's setup, or setup that they have gone and done in their previous trading history. And you can see it is very interesting. So essentially here we have the UK based Facebook, which is about 10% of their global revenue. The large advertisers are paying into that company, while those funds then get shipped across into the new royalty fees. Essentially, if I make these red, this is royalty payments, and those payments now go directly into the Cayman Islands. If I just do that, make it red, you can then see the difference. Again, there's also royalty payments going from the island entity into the Cayman Islands as well. So you can see the UK advertising revenue goes into the Irish company. The Irish company then provides support fees to the Facebook UK Ltd, while also paying those royalties into the Cayman Islands. And if you actually go back to 2014, they had a lot of scrutiny as they paid £4,237 in taxes, despite giving £35 million bonuses to executive staff from the UK Ltd. So you can see how they're really mitigating over their tax risk with this type of stuff. Now, Google also does something quite interesting as well. So over in Australia, we have the largest market for Facebook Marketplace, going back to Facebook. And again, there's 11 million users over on the Australian Facebook Marketplace, and that's 68% of all of their actual kind of revenue on Facebook Marketplace is coming from there. And the media group called, I forgot what company is called. Facebook basically earns around 55 million from advertising from those Australian users. That's what I do know. And it all gets billed into Ireland. It does not get billed into Australia. They get charged 15% corporation tax on those profits in Ireland, instead of the 30% that would have been paid in Australia. So obviously they're using Ireland to significantly reduce their tax bill on that front there. Now, Google also does something very similar when they have business over in Australia. They use their Irish firm to obviously export that, and they paid $74,000 tax on 201 million. So you can see how these large corporations are making the use out of offshore structures. Now, Facebook doesn't file any accounts in Australia, but no one knows how the actual company pays tax there. I don't think it does pay tax there. Obviously, they don't have to be public about a lot of what's going on behind the scenes. But this is definitely a structure which they were utilizing. Now it's probably advanced, so probably changed it slightly. But these companies still exist out there. Cayman Islands you can't see because there's no public register. Ireland you can see, the UK you can see it all online. But you can kind of get the gist of how this is going, and this is how it's minimalizing those tax bills and allowing them to continue to expand on research and development, on future expansion strategies, because they're not paying that tax, if that kind of makes sense. So it's vitally important that the offshore company is not seen to be operating from the onshore land. If not, then there are issues regarding CFC rules, tax evasion, XYZ. For example, it would not be advisable for the offshore company in this particular instance to have a permanent physical office where those customers are actually based. So this is a particular strategy which Facebook has used. You can start to get the idea. Just thought I would actually upload it. But again, it's something for those young up-and-coming entrepreneurs, or maybe any type of entrepreneur who owns an advertising business or a marketing service-based business. This would be a fantastic structure to actually utilize. However, every individual is different depending on their tax residence. There's obviously a lot of compliance regulations you need to take the boxes on. So please do your due diligence before just setting up an Irish company, Cayman Islands and the UK. You'll probably run into a few issues, which obviously is very individual. So yeah, you can always book a call with me. I'll drop a link below. It's always there, the generic YouTube typical description. Click that link. check out our website. We do post a lot of blogs as well, whereby you can go ahead and learn a lot more. Now, obviously, we don't legally advise, but we can obviously show you the options. We can show you some prime examples of what some of the clients and online case studies have been going on in the world in 2024, and now we're in 2025. So obviously we are probably expecting a few little tax changes around the world. We are ahead of the curve. We can inform you on these actual latest new laws that are being passed. So things are changing, especially in the UK with a Labour government. It's not a great mix at all, especially for those high net worth individuals and entrepreneurs based in the United Kingdom. But there are still some fantastic loopholes that can be done, and we can obviously show you some of these as well. So other than that, guys, I will leave you to it, and I'll see you in the next video.